Hello and welcome to today's edition of Pegasus Test. On today's edition, we're covering Stage 5 of Viking Brutality 2025. Now, we're going to let Tim be the Team America representative here to show you what to do because he had one of the best scores on this stage for Team America. And this is a stage that requires only 4 hits, which means it's a whole lot harder than it looks. Stage name was Over and Under, and I think you can see why. So you just had to carry these 2 ammo cans through those obstacles to this table and get a hit on the plate of the dueling tree. Now only a hit was required because the dueling tree was not working at optimal efficiency. So sometimes the plates weren't flipping, or they were flipping back, or not moving at all. So they just said if you got a hit, that was good enough. And these obstacles are just strategically placed far enough apart that you really don't build up any momentum going through them. And I'm sure this was being his 6th stage on a day planned for 5 stages. Finn was probably pretty gassed at this point, just like everybody else. And big kudos to him because he'd been doing Berserker even though he was in the Irons division, because he's just that hardcore.
Keep up the pace, Finn. You'll be fine.
Yep. As Chris was saying there, like if you can keep your pace, you can keep this and make it happen. When we were doing the RO match, one of the competitors who did very good looked at me when he was done, exhausted and out of breath, and said, "This is the hardest stage I've ever done at any match." I don't know if I'd say that, but it was definitely a whole lot harder than it looked. Especially when you consider that this stage required only 4 hits. Yeah, and that last obstacle there, just stepping over the bars, if you were a little short, it was very unforgiving.
Last lap, come on. Pick up the pace. Pick up the pace. Come on.
And surprisingly, it was easier to go under the tunnel coming back without the ammo cans than it was on your way there with them.
Go, go, go!
Sprint, sprint, sprint.
Yeah, go, go!
Yeah, crawling with 2 ammo cans is a little awkward.
Last obstacle, come on.
Get that leg up.
Come
There
on.
he is, getting there. Got to make sure he stays on those pallets. Gets that final shot, and he's done.
All right. Let's do it.
Oh, are you ready?
Ready?
All right, it's my turn. And spoiler alert, I'm about to make a horrible decision here, right there, because when I went over that, it felt to me like my foot slipped majorly. Clearly the video didn't show that, but I'm like, oh my God, this is my second to last stage of the match. Last thing I need to do is slip, blow a knee, or turn an ankle and end it on a bad note. So I decided to be extra cautious, entirely too cautious. And what we'll see happen there is that's just going to eat up too much time. Starting out good there. Thought I had to bring the cans back, and then came to my senses.
Oh, God, that hurt.
Yeah, I've just jammed my leg into the ground, and after all that jumping, as you saw in the previous stage during the burpee broad jump, it's like, yeah, that was not good. So that makes me incredibly more cautious here as you see me go over the obstacle now. Taking my time, being very sure of foot, because I was so worried about falling, overly worried. And I'm going to keep doing that on each iteration, and also being very, very gassed from that last Berserker stage. I am just not moving fast enough. But the hits are coming, so fundamentals of marksmanship are working so far.
Come on.
Halfway there, come on.
And getting gas, not really building up momentum. Like I say, being extra careful going across that obstacle. Way more careful than I need to be. And that's just me being gassed right there. I can't even blame the cans because they actually were not that heavy.
one. Good. Come on. You got this.
And again, being too cautious here, even on this obstacle. Just throwing the cans down. Thought I had that one, believe it or not. But got it that time for sure. Now, going back for the last run here, as you can see, I'm really running out of energy here. And the funny thing is, I even chugged an energy drink right before starting this stage, but I guess I didn't give it time to take effect. That, or I was expecting more out of it than I could possibly get. You can see just walking there, being careful going over it, grabbing the last cans here. Again, being too careful going over that. And probably just about here I parred out. But unfortunately nobody heard the timer buzzer go off, so I got to keep going. And I was really surprised at myself because by now I'm thinking like, oh yeah, it's got to be going off any second. It's got to be going off any second. And stuff. That's why I'm throwing the things down and trying to make that shot as quick as I can. Of course, missing because I'm rushing it.
Box the pallet! Box the pallet!
Yep, got to get that can back up on the pallet or they're going to penalize me.
Good job. That is a whole lot harder than it looks.
Yeah.
Give me just a sec.
Good job, man. Unload your clear.
And here's about where I'm about to get the bad news about parring out.
Harder than it looks. 4 shots only. But cans are not that heavy, but all that different activity definitely gets you winded. By the way, do not get old.
Yeah.
Trust me on this one, okay, guys?
Yeah, I know. Well, some bad news.
Barred out?
Yeah. And it beep off, but last shot was 2:05, so.
Barred out?
Yeah.
That's fine.
All right, Berserker stage. We have to dig in the sand. Yeah, that brings back great memories from being in Desert Storm. So what you had to do here is dig a hole big enough to hold the tires to simulate putting an anti-tank line in place.
And your mission today is to dig down a mine. So, mines, you have to have them. Go!
Now the cool thing is you had to run and pick your own tire, but really wasn't any difference in size of them. Kudos to the ROs here because they had Diggy Diggy Hole on repeat on the Bluetooth speaker, and it just kind of seemed appropriate. Now the cool thing is I get to do 2 cool people, Ziga and my good friend Christopher, who was Team America's Terp, because we needed somebody who could speak IKEA for us. And he also doubles as a demigod and stuff, so my chances here are not good. Ziga and Christopher are just moving like the wind here. I'm moving at, shall we say, a methodical pace. Luckily, the digging was pretty easy. A lot easier digging than when we had to do the mine emplacement in Finland during the last Finnish Brutality in 2024. Probably not the most recommended mine emplacement method that Ziga's using there, but, you know, good enough for the contest.
Go, go, go! 2 of you are covering the tires. The fight against the clock now. Come on! Okay. Go, 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 go!
And Ziga and Christopher are just about done. I'm still digging, and my hole keeps collapsing in on me, so I can't get the tire to go in deep enough where it won't be sticking up, because you had to be level with the ground. You couldn't just cover it with dirt. It had to be level.
145. Left, come on, left.
Yeah. Spoiler alert, I'm going to be about double their time.
There might be,
but also, I'm really gassed, not only from the last Berserker stage, but from what you just saw me doing in stage 5. So I am definitely not moving at warp speed here.
Let's go. Get that shovel down. Get that dirt up.
Good.
Good hustle. Good hustle.
Cover it. Cover it.
Cover that shit up.
Good job.
You got this, man.
Come on. Come on.
Deep
I got
breath.
privates for this shit. Maybe a Lance Corporal.
In Sweden, you're a private.
Damn, I come here and they
Thanks, I
demote
get
me.
for liberating.
Only easy day was yesterday. Let's go. Show me the fucking warrior. Never stop. Keep on shoveling that shit. Get down. Go, 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 go. Sen blir köttbullar på Ikea.
Yeah, the energy reserves were definitely low, and I still got a stage and 2 berserkers left to go.
Jag är stolta nu, Les. Kom igen. Kom igen, Les.
But eventually, the hole was filled,
Few shovels more.
and we had to dig it right back up and put the tire back.
Great work.
Come on. Come on.
You
Come
got
on.
this. You got this. Don't stop going now. You're so close. You're so close. Push it, push it, push it.
Come on. Come on. Come on. All right. You're done.
Probably stepping on your mind to flatten the dirt's probably not the best, and it was a pitifully slow time.
Job.
I think the worst time of all by quite a wide margin.
Good job, man. Thanks, guys. So, I let my PTSD calm down here. You know, thanks, guys. It's only been 30 fucking years. Well, we just finished stage 5, over and under, which is exactly what the name says. You had to go over some pallets, under some pallets, and over, and then over some more shit. But you only had 4 hits you had to make, which was the scary part, because you know when it's so simple, it's going to be hard. How'd it go for you, Ziga?
It went well, but on the second or the third run, I almost shit myself. I'm not even kidding. Like, I guess it was the belt or something. And when I went under, when I like swung the ammo cans, like it really squeezed me there. I was like, oh. every obstacle was made in a way that it just slowed you down so much. And you couldn't just jump through it. You were just suffering, and it just got worse and worse and worse.
And they were just far enough apart that you really couldn't get any momentum going.
Yep.
Yeah. It was challenging. The weird part was it has rained all night here, and when I took my first step on that pallet, I thought I was going to slide and wipe out.
Actually, I used what are these?
Treads?
Lava. I used the lava boots, and I was surprised how well they gripped on the pellet, the wet pellet. It was good.
Yeah, I decided I'd kind of more roll over it as a safety factor because I didn't want to bust a knee or twist an
That would be
ankle.
bad. Yeah, that would be bad.
So that was probably a decision that slowed me down because I ended up pouring out. But yeah, that stage was a whole lot harder than it looked.
Yeah. I use a different handgun now. I use the Glock again. I think what was interesting about this Glock is it was a normal Glock that someone milled the slide on and put an optic on it.
Oh,
But the point is that all of the springs, the barrel, everything was I think stock, because it cycled with more power, and it was more positive, and it just shot really great. And the trigger was also changed, so it was super light trigger. And my first shot kind of surprised me. I put the reload on the target, put my finger on the trigger, and it just went off. But I had all 4 hits. It was relatively easy, I think.
Yeah.
If you have the right gear, guys, it should be easy.
Brutality is, it doesn't have to be the most Gucci shit. As long as it works, you're going to be fine.
Yeah, that's one thing that we were commenting on yesterday. If you buy a Glock, just know why you buy a Glock. I would buy a Glock if I want a very reliable pistol. But then if you replace the slide, if you replace the barrel, if you replace all of the springs, it looks like a Glock, but it's not a Glock anymore. And there's no point in upgrading a Glock to such a level that it's unreliable. It's just better to buy a sport pistol from the start.
Yeah, absolutely.